You know, 13 years can disappear faster than you ever expect.
Yeah, somehow it still feels like yesterday.
Look at us. Older, slower, and somehow, for once, nobody's chasing us.
Nobody's chasing us. That's a nice change. You know, we've never actually talked about how all of this really began.
Maybe it's finally time. Yeah, no more skipping the hard parts. Back then, Trevor and I believed one last score could fix everything. Turns out we were both terrible at knowing when to stop.
That's where your story really begins.
Life wasn't falling apart overnight. It happened one choice at a time. And somehow led us to that little town.
North Yankton.
Back then, I convinced myself it was just another job.
None of us knew we'd be talking about it 13 years later. Some moments never really leave you.
People always remember the robbery. They never ask why we walked into that bank in the first place. That's the part everyone missed. We weren't chasing excitement anymore. We were chasing one last chance to start over. Funny, that's exactly what we kept telling ourselves.
So, what was going through your mind that morning?
Honestly, I woke up believing it would be just another job. None of us expected history to begin that day. The road was quiet. Almost too quiet. I remember thinking, today's gonna be easy. We couldn't have been more wrong. What did you see when you finally got there? Just another small town, quiet enough to fool anyone. None of us realized our lives were about to change forever. The moment we stepped inside, everything suddenly felt real. No fear, just complete focus.
You already knew there was no turning back.
The bank was almost silent. Quieter than I expected. Everyone thinks the noise came first. It was the silence I still remember. I looked at Trevor. He already knew exactly what had to happen.
No words, just one look. That was enough. You two understood each other without speaking.
The plan looked simple. At least that's what we believed. Funny how the simplest plans leave the deepest scars.
You can still hear that day in your voices. So, what happened after you walked into the bank?
At first, everyone went exactly as planned. We secured the hostages, cracked the vault, and started filling our bags with cash. Then one hostage tried to be a hero. But that was his biggest mistake. The moment we walked outside, police cars were already surrounding the bank. Bullets were flying everywhere! We fought back, but Brad got hit during the escape. That day changed everything. We lost our old lives, and our real story had only just begun.